4 types of offers that create a money model. Let's dive in. So number 1 is how we broke the gym industry, and then we'll go into the 4-pronged money model, the 4 components, the 4 types of offers that exist. All right? So how we broke the gym industry. So I used to get gyms full. So what I just talked about earlier was my model at gym launch. But what created this, and the reason I'm telling you this story is to show you how many different industries this structure of creating a good money model works in. And so I used to open gyms at full capacity on day 1. And so this is a video. This was my first, this ad made me $10 million. It was sick. I was 26 and it was awesome. It is how you would imagine it sounded. Honestly, it did feel like it was something I was doing was illegal. I found out later it's completely legal to advertise and make money. It just, sometimes the stars align. And so what I would do is I would go into a neighborhood and, this one I did 191 signups in 19 days at $500 a pop. And this is me holding up all the $500 contracts that I had sold like in the middle of nowhere. And so this is the old way that gyms worked. And the reason I'm outlining this is because this might be how your business works. And in the gym industry, this is what all the gurus at the time were teaching. It was something that they called the LBO model, which has nothing to do with leverage buyouts. An LBO model in the gym world was a low barrier offer. All right, so it's like trials, super discount things. But the thing is I talked about earlier having a discount thing as the front end, but then they didn't have anything else to sell. So the discount stuff works, but you got to have the thing to sell to make your money back. But this is how it used to work. So the old way that people did low barrier offers was that they would run trials. So they'd run $19 months, $21, 21 days, things like that. And so right off the bat, if you had 10 people walk in the door, 2 would not buy. So now you got 8 left who buy a trial or buy the discount offer at $29, $19, $21, whatever. Now, this guy doesn't convert, this guy doesn't convert, this guy doesn't convert, this guy doesn't convert, this guy doesn't convert. We get 3 because the industry average is 35% of trials would convert. So not 35% of people who showed up, 35% of people who started the trial. So being generous on this one, 3 out of the 8 continue on. All right. So this is what the math looks like. So 30 days later, our total gross profit is $600. Our revenue per show up is $60. Our revenue per trial, $75. Okay. This is what we did. So we would get 10 people in the door. Now we would know, now we closed fewer off the bat, but we would sell to goal. So we'd get one person to take a 2K package, the majority of the other ones to take, $500 type program, and then somebody taking half that distance of the $2,000 person. All right. So that's layer 1. Then we would upsell meals because they're going to want to have food. Then we would upsell supplements, on average $85 of gross profit per person, not revenue, gross profit. And then we'd get these 2 people to commit to a year after their duration of their program. And then we'd get them to prepay for the year with another discount on the back. And you could do all of this in 30 days. And so our total gross profit was $96.44. Remember the old one? 600? $96.44? Revenue per show, $960 compared to $60. Revenue per close, $19.28 in the first 28 days. This is how we broke the gym industry. When I say broke, I really just mean fixed. We fixed the acquisition model.